Today we're walking through how to use animations in Studio to bring motion and emphasis to your designs. No code required. Before we dive into use cases, let's take a quick look at the animation panel in Studio. Once you've selected an asset and opened the Animate tab, you'll see two main trigger options: On View, which plays when the object enters the viewport, and On Hide, which plays when the object leaves the viewport. From there, you can choose from a selection of 3 different animation categories: entry effects, attention seekers, and exit effects. The animations include a few key settings to help fine-tune how they behave. Direction, which applies movement from the center, left, right, top, or bottom, depending on the animation type. Easing, which adjusts the speed curve of the animation. No ease, a constant speed from start to finish. Soft ease, a gentle start and stop, great for subtle transitions. Ease in, starts slow then speeds up. Ease out, starts fast then slows down. Ease in and out, slow at the beginning and end, faster in the middle. Delay, which sets how long the animation waits before starting. Duration controls how long the animation takes to complete. There are also additional options to extend or loop the animation. Repeat effect loops the current animation continuously while the object is in view. Add another effect chains an additional animation to play in sequence. Repeat entire sequence loops the full sequence of animations. Replay if scrolled on screen, which replays the animation every time the object scrolls back into view. Now that we know what we're working with, let's apply it. Let's start with a simple use case, fading in some text when it appears on screen. With the text box selected, I'll go to the Animate tab and choose an On View Fade In animation. I'll set the easing to ease in and out. Next, I'll set the delay to 0.5 seconds. Then set the duration to 1 second. To complete the effect, I'll add an On Hide Fade Out animation with the same settings, so it fades out as the user scrolls away, as well as the replay if scrolled on screen option, so that users will experience the animation every time it comes into or out of view. Now, when I preview the experience, the text fades in as it's in view, and when the text comes back into view, it replays the fade in and fade out animation. Now let's try looped animation. These are great for small visual cues like icons or scroll indicators. I've got a downward arrow on my page, and with it selected, I'll choose an On View Bob animation. It has the default soft ease applied, which I think will work well for this use case. I'll check the repeat effect box that loops indefinitely. By default, it moves a bit too much, so I'll set the delay to 0.5 so that there's a slight pause between each bobbing animation, and I'll increase the duration to about 3.5 seconds to soften the motion. In the preview, you'll see a clean, repeating motion that catches the eye without being too overwhelming. A little motion goes a long way, so use animations to support your design, not distract from it. A subtle transition helps guide users through your content, while looping or bounce effects are best reserved for UI cues or calls to action. And that's how you animate your designs in Studio. To take this even further, try combining animations with object states or using groups to stagger animations for multi-element reveals. And as always, if you can imagine it, you can make it in Xeros.